Hey, Clara, got a minute? There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, hey there, Eric. Sure, I've got time. What's up?
I heard that you got some good news the other day. Apparently you secured a contract with a huge client, is that right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. It took a lot of work and quite a bit of luck, but yeah, I think things are going to work out just fine.
Yeah, I thought so. That's all people in the office have been talking about recently. They're all saying that the company's gonna make a fortune thanks to you.
Really? Wow, it feels good to have my hard work appreciated. I'm just glad to be able to contribute to the company that's treated me so well. Although, I should put one caveat in there, because the contract hasn't actually been signed just yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the contract is all drawn up, and like I said, things are looking good, but the client hasn't put their pen to the paper yet. But based on our conversations have been going for the last few weeks, I'm pretty confident that the deal is as good as done.
Wow, that's awesome, Clara!
I'm sure that if you keep up your hard work, you'll eventually start getting contracts like that one too. And if there's anything I can do to support you on your journey, be sure to let me know.
Yeah, about that. You're pretty busy right now, aren't you? Like, I hear that you got a crazy amount of projects on your plate.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
In that case, how's about I go ahead and take over that new client's account for you?
Huh? You want to take over the account?
Yeah, you've got more than enough work cut out for you, so I'll take this one off your hands. You've helped me a lot ever since I started working here, and I want to do this to pay you back for all of that.
Oh, well, I'm grateful to hear you say that, but really, it's okay. I mean, the deal is already done, for all intents and purposes. All that's left is to have the client sign the contract. So yeah, there isn't really any work left to do, for me or anyone else. Don't worry, even as busy as I am, I can still handle it with no issues.
No, Clara, you don't understand. I'm telling you, I'm going to take over the account for you.
Okay, I'll tell you what, if there's ever any work I can pass along to you though, I'll let you know. You know, there is one project that I need to work on a presentation for. Would you like to help me out with that?
Good God, will you take a freaking hint? I'm not asking you to give me that account, I'm telling you!
Eric, what are you talking about?
I'm saying that a crusty old woman like you who didn't even go to college doesn't deserve the credit for landing a client like that! You're gonna hand over that client and all your other big clients to me starting today!
Wait a second, what happened to you wanting to repay me for helping you out? Now you're just telling me you just want to take credit for work that I've already done?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. What of it?
There's no way I would ever let you do that. Do you have any idea how much work I put into securing all the clients that I have now? I'm not just talking about the newest one. It took weeks and months of persistent effort in order to build trust with all of my clients. And do you think I'm just gonna let all the late night phone calls, all the hours of negotiations, all the in-person meetings I did go to waste? Never in a million years.
You can't talk back to me like that. Don't you know who my dad is? He's this company's senior managing director.
Yeah, and so what if he is? That has nothing to do with this.
Sure it does. If you don't do what I say, I'll just have to talk to my dad and get you fired.
He wouldn't do that. It would be an egregious breach of ethics.
Ethics, schmethics, my dad can do whatever he wants. He's one of the most important people in the company, and I'm his son. You're just some peasant who couldn't even get into state university, but I'm a bona fide elite. Do you know what we did for our summer vacation last year? We went for a week-long stay in Hawaii at a 5-star luxury resort. Peasants like you couldn't do that if you saved up for 50 years. And one of the perks of being an elite is that we can use all you peasants any which way we please.
You are not going to get away with this.
Oh, shut up. I'm absolutely gonna get away with this, so I want every single file you have on your major clients on my desk by the end of the day. Don't bother going to your next scheduled meeting with them. I'm gonna go in your place. And don't forget, if you refuse, I'm gonna get my dad to totally ruin your career.
I've done nothing but work my hardest for this company. There wouldn't be any possible grounds for him to justify firing me.
Don't you get it? We don't need any grounds to get rid of you. All I need to do is tell my dad that you're not playing ball with me, and poof, you're gonna be in the unemployment line by nightfall. Now, if I've made myself crystal clear, start going through your desk and computer for all the files and data I told you to give me. I do not like to be kept waiting, so get a move on it. Are you sick?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So tell me what's really going on.
Ordinarily, I don't like to talk about internal company business like this, but I think you deserve to know. The truth is, I was forced to hand over your account to the other representative.
Go on.
It's a long story that's hard to explain, but there's simply nothing that I can do about it. Again, I'm really sorry about this, Vito.
You say there's nothing you can do about it, huh? Well then, I guess that means it's up to me.
What do you mean?
I mean that I ain't interested in no deal with your company unless I'm dealing with you.
I'm really happy to hear you say that, but still.
I'd say you're giving up way too easy, sweetheart. You got stabbed in the back and you're just gonna lay down without a fight? Forget about it. You gotta fight back, Carla, and I'm gonna help you.
Thank you so much, Vito. I really appreciate the offer. You're right, I should do whatever I can to ensure all my hard work doesn't go to waste. I have a few ideas for how I might deal with this, so I'll let you know if there's anything I need from you.
I'll be waiting for your call.
Hey Eric, about those accounts you wanted me to hand over to you.
Did you get your files sorted out? Took you long enough.
No, actually, I'm telling you that I'm not going to give them to you after all.
Excuse me? Are you disobeying a direct order?
Just what makes you think you can give me a direct order anyway? I've been with the company way longer than you have. I have seniority. All those clients have dealt with me from the very beginning. They know and trust me more than any other person in the company, and I know everything there is to know about their needs. That means that there's no one better equipped to deal with them than me, especially not you.
I didn't ask you for some lame speech. I gave you an order.
I'll bet I'm not the first person you try to boss around, am I? But I'm probably the first person to say no. I'm not interested in performance numbers or anything like that. I do what I do because I enjoy it. You, on the other hand, I was assigned to be your mentor from the moment you joined the company, so I know exactly what sort of work ethic you have. None. All you do is try to use your dad's position in the company to get out of doing your job. I don't think I've ever seen you put in an honest day's work. And even back when I was training you, you were just messing around on your phone the whole time. You weren't even paying attention to me.
Yeah, and so what? My dad's the company's senior managing director. We've got more money than we know what to do with, so it doesn't matter if I blow off work. We'll still be fine.
If you were intending to blow off your job, why even get a job here in the first place?
What, and be some unemployed loser? No thanks. I just want to work long enough to get a fancy-sounding title, then relax for the rest of my life.
That's really the only reason that you took a job here?
Yeah, you got a problem with that? You don't seem to get it, Granny. People like me can do whatever we want. That's one of the biggest benefits of being an elite like me. I've got connections in all the right places.
Then explain something to me. If all you want to do is use your dad's name to get away with doing nothing, then why are you going out of your way to steal credit for my work? Why not just sit back at your desk with your feet up like usual?
You want to know why, Clara? Do you really want to know? It's because you piss me off, that's why!
What? I've been nothing but kind to you.
It's your attitude that pisses me off. You weren't even smart enough to go to college, but you think you're better than me. I'm an elite, Clara, an elite! Born into an elite family, graduated from an elite school, and now an employee in an elite company. You've got no right to outperform me. I need to show you who's boss, and the best way to do that is to be your boss. But in order to move up in the company, I'll need to have some hard results to my name.
You must be joking. That's what this is about?
You got that right. I'm gonna do whatever it takes, work as hard as I can to take all the credit for your work. That way I'll be on the fast track to upper management in no time. I talked to my dad about my big plan too, and he loved it. He told me that if there's anything he can do to help me out, he'll do it.
No way. You mean your dad is in on this? Your entire family is corrupt.
Shut up, peasant. Commoners don't talk to their superiors like that. Once all your accounts are under my control, I'll have to make a few improvements.
What do you mean, improvement?
You know, sell them extra pointless services so the company gets more money for doing nothing at all. That'll make my numbers even better. My dad's gonna be thrilled with me.
Hold it, you can't just take money from our valued customers for doing nothing.
Yeah, I can. What do you think clients are for anyway? They only exist to make the company money and advance my career. You squeeze them for as much money as you can, and when it's all gone, you kick them to the curb.
I've dedicated years of my career to building a relationship with my clients, and I'm not gonna let you do that to them.
You don't have a choice, Granny. Now shut up and go get me those files or else!
You know what, Eric? Okay, fine. You win. You want to take over all my biggest clients? By all means.
Why are you giving in so suddenly?
Doesn't matter. You win. You can have all my big clients. I'll get the files to you right away.
All right, well, that was easier than expected. Awesome!
There's a lot of information to go over, so make sure you look them over before meeting with them.
Yeah, sure, whatever. The contracts are already set to go. All I need is a pen. Hey, what's going on here?
I'm not sure where here is, so I'm afraid I don't know.
Don't play games with me! I've been calling all your old clients, telling them that I've taken over their accounts, and each and every one of them told me they're canceling their contracts!
Wow, really? I guess they must not like you very much.
But how is that possible? It was literally the first time I spoke to them! Why would they hate me so much?
Maybe you've been overestimating your likability.
God damn it! What is this gonna do to my performance numbers?
Well, seeing as how you lost the company multiple large accounts just by talking to them, I'd say it's not going to reflect very well on you.
But that's not fair! Why is it my fault?
Because they're your accounts now.
Did you do this, Clara? Did you set me up?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You must have been talking to all the clients behind my back, telling them all sorts of lies about me. That's why they all canceled their contracts.
Nonsense. I did no such thing. Everything I told them was the plain and simple truth. All I did was explain the circumstances surrounding you taking all my big clients from me.
What? You told them about that?
I had no choice. I tried to play it cool, but they kept pressing for answers. And you can't blame them for being suspicious, can you? We've been working together for years, and now all of a sudden they get a new rep right before we sign a contract? That just doesn't happen.
You idiot! They all canceled their contracts because of you! Do you have any idea what kind of damage this is gonna do to the company?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea of the dollar figure.
And what are you planning to do to fix this?
I guess the only thing for me to do is to talk to them and get them all to sign new contracts. If I can do that, then I'll recover any losses the company incurred.
But they said they didn't want to do business with us anymore!
Did they say us, or was it you? I'm betting it was the latter. And if that's the case, then if a more skilled sales representative talks to them, they'd probably be willing to sign up again. That would solve the problem completely.
No, it wouldn't! That would ruin my performance numbers!
And whose fault is that, Eric? Can you tell me? I'll save you the trouble. It's yours. If you want to fix your reputation, then you'll just have to do what all the other sales reps do. Work.
Not a chance! I won't let you get away with this, Clara. I'm gonna call your clients again. Some time has passed, so maybe they've cooled down. I'll find a way to convince them to renew their contracts with me, not with you!
I wouldn't waste your time if I were you.
Yeah, well, no one asked you. And you know what else? I think I'm gonna have to tell my dad what you did to me. He's gonna fire you for sure, so start clearing out your desk. Good afternoon, Mr. Protani. This is Eric, your new sales rep. We spoke last week, and I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time. I thought I made myself clear that I will not do business with you. If I might say, sir, I think there's been some confusion regarding recent personnel changes in the company. Don't gimme that. You just wanted to take credit for all of Clara's hard work. You're a man, ain't ya? You want to make a name for yourself? Do it the old-fashioned way. That's precisely the confusion I wanted to discuss with you, sir. You calling me confused? I don't like your tone. I'm sorry, sir. I meant no offense. I simply wanted to fill you in on the information that I believe Clara left out of her explanation. You see, Clara may have been the person you spoke to the most, but I was the one doing all the work behind the scenes. You were? That's right. I hate to drag a client into internal company business, but Clara was recently investigated by HR. They found that she had been forcing younger company employees to do all of her work for her, then taking all the credit. I was one of the employees that reported her to HR, in fact. I see. And as a result of the investigation, the decision has been made to terminate Clara effective today. Wait a minute, Clara's getting fired? That's right, Mr. Protani. That's why the company had to transfer your account to me so suddenly. I'm terribly sorry for all the confusion, as well as the lies that Clara told you on her way out. But as I'm the one who did most of the work on your account, I'm sure you'll find that I'm just as capable as Clara was at serving your needs. Well, that's quite a story. It may be hard to believe, but it's the truth, sir. All right, then I guess we'll be working with you from now on. Mr. Protani, it would be my honor to work with you. And you're saying Clara was fired, is that right? Well, technically she hasn't been fired yet, but she'll be gone by the end of the day. Okay, then how's about you come by my office this afternoon to discuss a deal with my consigliere? Your consigliere? I'm only familiar with one line of work that uses that term. What would that be? I don't really want to say. The mafia, right? Is that what you were about to say? Well, you'd be right. I run the mob around here. You run the mob? Yeah, but that's only one part of our operations. We run a bunch of legitimate businesses too. But most people are too scared to work with a mobster like me, so it's hard to get business, you know? But not Clara. That gal is a real Iron Maiden, know what I'm saying? She ain't scared of nothing. She's been a real lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without her. But there are laws against dealing with criminal organizations. Clara said it took some finagling, but she managed to convince the higher-ups to take us on in spite of our connections. She even said that if things went south, she'd take the fall for the whole thing herself. She's a real fine gal, that Clara. And you went and stabbed her in the back. Mr. Protani, sir, please, that's not what happened. I'm not exactly what you'd call an upstanding citizen, capiche? But in my world, we still live by a code of honor. If one of my boys did something as dirty as what you did to Clara, you'd be sleeping with the fishes right now. You want to do business with me? Then come to my office and talk to me face to face. If you got the cojones to do that, then we'll do business with you. But let me warn you, Eric, when you start doing business with me, you're not done till I say you're done. Capiche? Clara, are all your big clients mafia members like Vito?
Yep, but don't worry, I'm not involved with the illegal side of their operations. And they're all pretty nice guys when you get to know them.
This can't be happening! A mob boss is furious at me!
Yeah, the expression goes that there's no honor among thieves, but Vito and his friends are different.
What am I gonna do now? He's telling me he wants me to come to his office!
Great news. Sounds like he's gonna give you a chance to keep his contract.
Great! Nothing's great about this! I'm not getting involved with mobsters!
What are you so worried about? Vito lives by a strict code of honor. His businesses employ a lot of people and they're very involved in the local community. Just because he's a mobster doesn't mean he's a bad person.
I can't do it! I can't walk into the lion's den like that! Who knows what he's gonna do to me? I'll be lucky to escape with my life!
I really don't think you have anything to worry about, although it does seem like he hates your guts.
That settles it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not gonna work with freaking mobsters. You can deal with him.
Are you sure about that? You're just a single conversation away from making a big deal.
Yeah, and so what if I make a big deal and then find myself sleeping with the fishes?
Does this mean you'll be handing back all of my old clients to me?
Sure, fine. Take them back. I don't want them. It's whatever. I'll just have to find someone else to steal good clients from. This is just a speed bump on my way to the top. What are you
Yeah, about that. I don't think you'll have such an easy time stealing clients anymore.
talking about? It's not like anybody besides you deals with mobsters around here. My dad says he's got my back every step of the way.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad you have such a supportive father, but he's getting fired.
What?
It looks like he was using his position to steal the company's money. That's what they call embezzlement. You said you went on a family vacation to Hawaii, right?
Yeah, and?
I guess your dad claimed that as a travel expense and had the company pay for it. But that's not all. He's been embezzling money left and right for years.
No way! You mean all that stuff that my dad bought? That was with the company's money?
It seems so. And yeah, things aren't going to go very well here for you either.
But I didn't embezzle any money. That was all my dad, right? You can't blame me for that.
Oh, trust me, I know. I wasn't accusing you of being an accomplice. But you've been using your dad's now former position in the company to push other employees around.
So what if I did?
So I got together with the other employees and we reported you to the CEO.
You did?
He launched an investigation immediately and it's ongoing right now. I think you can expect a very harsh punishment.
No way! I don't believe you! You all are nothing! You're all replaceable! None of you make any actual difference to the company! Why would the CEO even waste his time listening to you losers complain about me?
I suppose you do have a point. None of us rank very high in the company.
That's exactly right!
And we don't have any powerful connections in high places like you did either. However, we do have one thing that you don't. Trust. A relationship of trust that we built up over a long time working here.
Trust?
You might not know much about this sort of thing, but a lot of the people around here have dedicated years, decades of their career to this company. That sort of thing tends to get noticed by the higher-ups, even for people low on the totem poles like us. And it's something that you don't have, and never will.
What are you saying? What's gonna happen to me?
I would say the most likely outcome is that you get fired.
They're gonna fire me? All because of what my dad did?
No, that has nothing to do with this. This is about what you did. Your dad was an executive, not a king. You're not royalty. You don't get to just boss people around like you did.
Oh no! So both me and my dad are losing our jobs?
That's right, you're both going back to square one. No jobs, no titles, no connections. I suggest you try working hard for a change from now on.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I was a jerk. I realize that now. So do you think you could, let all that stuff go? You tell the CEO to call off the investigation.
Not a chance. I don't want someone like you anywhere near this company.
Come on, don't be that way!
What do you mean that way? Do you mean honoring my employer and the clients who support it with their business? I know you think that clients are nothing more than sacks of cash for you and your dad to carry off, but I'm not like you. In fact, I hate people like you. I never want to see your face again. The second you get served your pink slip, and that will be coming shortly, get out of this company and never come back. Hey there, Vito. I'm really sorry that you got dragged into our messy internal business recently.
You got nothing to apologize to me for, Clara. So how did things turn out?
Well, quite a lot has happened since we last spoke, but it looks like I will once again be in charge of your account.
Wonderful. I'm glad everything worked out.
Well, not everything, to be honest. I share some of the blame. I should have been more thorough while I was training him.
You're talking about that Eric character, right? Nah, you don't need to beat yourself up about him. Guys like him, they got no sense of gratitude, no sense of loyalty. He wouldn't get far in any business, not in yours and especially not in mine.
Yeah, you have a point, Vito. But in any case, I'll be a bit more strict with my subordinates from now on. I need to make sure they understand that in our company, we put the customer's needs first.
Hey, enough business. This calls for a celebration. How's about you stop by the office tonight? I'll have the old lady whip up some lasagna for us.
Rosina's lasagna? I'll be right over. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone out there, but Eric was fired shortly afterward. Since he had successfully burned bridges with just about everyone in the department, there was absolutely no one to stick up for him. He was escorted out of the building by security, and the moment the door shut behind him, the whole office burst into cheers. It really is too bad, though. If he hadn't been such a lazy and power-hungry jerk, he might have actually become a successful businessman. The newly unemployed Eric spent the next several weeks lying around his parents' house. Eventually, however, the fact that his dad couldn't find a new job at a similar pay level meant they were unable to support their lifestyle anymore, or Eric either. So they booted him out of the house, and he's now out there living all by his lonesome. I'll bet that he's looking for a job that will pay him a lot of money to do next to nothing, but I don't think he'll have much luck. In the meantime, he's doing part-time jobs here and there and barely managing to scrape by. As for me, things have gone back to normal, for the most part. I still have my same job at the same company with my same clients, along with some new ones. After a positively delectable lasagna dinner with Vito and his wife Rosina, he finally signed the contract that we were going to sign before Eric came along. The contract was a massive moneymaker for the company. Thanks to that, as well as my efforts in organizing the other employees against Eric, I'm getting promoted. Starting next month, I'll be the head of the entire department. From now on, I plan to do my best to instill loyalty, respect, and work ethic into our next generation of employees.